Okay, we're going to do a page right now. I'm having a really hard time because I'm really freaking out. I'm stressing out. I'm having a hard time every day because I'm being raped of my identity. People are saying that I'm not the author of my work, and they're trying to take my work away from me and let other people have it. It feels like they're trying to let other people have my work in a psychic way. I'm schizophrenic, so I'm extremely vulnerable to psychic feelings, and they gave me fraudulent grades because I'm a really good screenwriter, and this quality of work does not deserve a 3 out of 10. Only the worst of the worst, lowest 5% get a 3 out of 10. So you can look at this quality. This does not get a 3 out of 10. Oh God. And they're giving you fraudulent grades on the blacklist. And I've been raped of my identity every day. I've been being raped of my identity, saying that I'm trying to say that I didn't, like, they're saying that I stole my work from someone else, and it's seriously traumatic because of my schizophrenia. My schizophrenia feels like that, and I'm being raped of my identity. So, we're trying to do this. Okay. It's just going down over the horizon. Oh my God. The woods in back of the wee farm are dim. Evening, under an evening light, are dim in the evening. I'm gonna go in there and get you. I'm gonna go in there and get you. I'm gonna go in and get you, Reed. It's just a skill set that's repeatable, as opposed to luck. I'm going. So a repeatable skill set is, you learn how to drive a car. Now you can drive a car. Get you, Reed, now. I'm gonna go with you. You don't have, seriously. You don't have. You figure out what those are, telling conflict, and then you can figure out how to teach them conflict. Seriously, you don't have to. Chester says, you don't have to. So, I have. And Donna says, seriously, you don't have to. He had him, and he was always taking meetings, but he could never tell him he could never get hired. He felt like he was that close to a career. Oh my God. Oh my God. Are walking along the forest. Something about him. Deeply intuitive, I guess. Matt. No. All I taught him on that front was don't change what you're doing. Like, you're amazing. Just keep doing that. Don't let anyone interfere with that. Marty and Jake. On the conceptual side, you've got some walk along. Walk along the. Oh. That was so he was an easy case in that he had everything but one. He was really just the wooded area. So in the woods. Oh, Melpolo by Marty and Jake. Spent the next 3 months doing those training exercises every day for 4 hours. I didn't know that. That's a growth mindset guy. That's a guy who's like, I want to become an expert at this skill set that I naturally am at. And at the end of those 3 months, he was as good at that. Reluctantly follow. Conceptual writer was good at that. He was just as good at that as anyone. He now has a movie coming that I think it's released in the Reluctantly follow Matt and Chester. Come on, Matt. Come on, Matt. Let's go home. And he had everything but that one skill set. Now at the same time, yeah, I'm hungry. I'm hungry. And through the intuitive training, they could come out the other end. I'm hungry. Are just as good as these people who are naturally great. So the key is, you have natural talent. I'm hungry. There's talent. to
don't have when you're not that strong. If you train the right way, you can, if you learn to put the time and effort the right way, you can end up being just as talented as someone who's naturally that way. And that's the growth rate.
hungry.
So, for years,
Are you guys hungry?
I'm embarrassed to say this, but for years, I would teach a class and I'd come home and like, how it goes. I go, these two people I think could have careers. The rest of them, not so much. And over time, usually those two people go on to have careers.
They're gonna get. We gotta get compensation.
Encourage everyone else because you never know, but I'll be able to find out.
We got to get compensation. Compensation, and then we can go home. And then we can go home. Yeah, Chester said he knew how to get compensated.
4 years, one of those 9 people dropped out.
Chester said he did it.
And of that 8, 6 of them went on to career. And
before, don't worry. Chester said he did it before.
I wasn't a better teacher than Fire. I just had a different teacher. And it was the approach.
We're gonna be okay.
So it took me years and a lot of help from other people.
And if we get caught, and if we get caught, they're gonna, and if we get caught, they're gonna, they're gonna hear from. They're gonna let us go. They're going to let us go. They're going to let us go. They're going to jail. They're gonna let us go, or they're going to jail.
There's a moment where Bruce Willis' character goes to buy some cigarettes, and he says to the bartender, he says, 1 pack of red apples. And the bartender says, filters? And he says, none.
Right up here.
Really cool, fast, interesting exchange there, as opposed to 5 lines to explain what brand of cigarettes he wants. And, oh, you know what? How about no filters in those cigarettes? You know, because it's very noir feel. It's very, clipped and dark and tight.
It goes over
filters, none.
It goes over the roof. It goes over the roof. Yeah. Inside the wee farm.
I was missing 4. Which is great dialogue. Just great dialogue. Music.
Wait. Inside the wee farm. No, that one's a pen later. Shut. 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 Okay, Paul. An outside building shed.
And that's usually through really smart dialogue.
The biggest problem with dialogue is that writers often make it carry the burden of the story. Well, what you want to do is you want to tell the story visually.
What is that building? What is that building for?
Speaker writers, the reason for that. So you want to tell
what is that building for?
The dialogue is icing on the cake.
Probably what keep the. You're probably a lawnmower. Probably.
Telling the whole story.
I don't know.
Play. It could be fun.
I don't know.
I mean, it's still giving us parts of the story, but it's not carrying the whole story. So, if you watch a movie and look at a great movie, often great movies have so much stuff that is dialogue free.
Chester
German screenwriter, came to the United States when the Nazis
begins to climb
over Germany and was sleeping on Peter Lorre's couch, like many screenwriters. Quentin Tarantino was sleeping on Scott Spiegel's couch.
Oh my God!
Got him a screenwriting job, so they get him the hell off his couch. So Peter Lorre wanted to get Billy Wilder the hell off his couch and hooked him up with the Paramount Pictures and pitched him as the greatest visual storytelling screenwriter. And so they had a scene, I want to say it's in Dodsworth, but I could be wrong, where it was a 10-page scene where a husband and wife have an argument. And through the argument we find out that their relationship is no longer romantic or emotional in any way. They're just two people who live in the same house. And so there's 10 pages of dialogue, and they needed to cut it down. And turn that into a half page.
The measurements are gone.
And the half page.
Okay.
Husband
This
and
sounds
wife
so
on the
dumb.
elevator, they're building.
Okay.
Husband's wearing his hat. Wife's got a purse clutched to her chest. Doors open. Pretty woman gets on the elevator. Husband takes off the hat and smiles at her. And the wife basically takes a step away from the husband. That scene gives us pretty much all the information that the thrill is gone from this relationship without all that dialogue. And so always be looking for the scene that can demonstrate what's going on in the story rather than tell us dialogue. That doesn't mean you have to get rid of dialogue, but it does mean that the dialogue can now be something else. Can now have
I don't think we should do this, Matt.
Dialogue is that it's got to be connected
Oh my God.
to the character's design line.
That fucking building.
If we can't as an objective,
I go over the roof.
the dialogue has to match that intention. And what I see a lot of times, especially with exposition,
I don't know.
is that a character
I'm just wasting space right now. I don't think I'm gonna use that.
all that information.
Oh my
You
God.
can tell that it's
Oh my
really
God.
the writer's objective.
Oh my God.
In other words, the writer wants the audience to know this information because they think, okay, the audience.
I'm not in a psychological state. I'm not stable enough inside of my mind to do this. So we're gonna stop right now. I'll post it, but we might be changing this page and making them climb over in a different area. Because I need something to be different for a scene that I'm setting up in the future. I need Mel. When Mel and Donna go in, they're supposed to be going along the moat on the inside, approaching an area where they can cross it up. Oh my God! But we might be able to use this. I don't know. I just have to think about what it looks like inside. It's a small building.
Which forces you to write in a
Small
clear
shed.
fashion.
Small.
That's something that,
Small shed.
that I guess I learned from my journalist father.
Thank you.
Although honestly, I can't
High
say
fence.
I really want to
High fence.
probably do it.
High fence. Maybe we can use that. Maybe we can use that.
Have a great line.
It just has a phone in it. It has a phone in it.
Insecurity lines that
Oh my God.
So we instantly just crossed them out because they already had a great
Chester.
line. That's the end of the scene. And yes, everything hasn't been quite wrapped up, but
Get
that
on
adds energy. When
the
you cut
shed.
that, you're pouring energy into the story. When you leave it,
Lowers
there's something
himself
energy out of the story.
over
Because
the
the
side
audience is like bored
to
through those last
the
two
ground.
lines and going, why did we need that? I was thinking out of it, you had me at a low, kind of,
You don't need that beginning sentence. You're saying the same thing in repetition 2 lines from now. Really getting concise
Over.
on the point of having or overwriting where characters say something and you
To
say
the
it would be better if they just had
side.
an action. Just try to get on the side. Let the actors act.
Get
rather than say
down.
if you
On the
see
ground.
someone's
Maybe we
eyes
can use
60
that.
feet on the
Look
screen,
inside
they
the-
say a lot more than a line of dialogue. So cut. They say cut the dialogue and you cut it 20% more than that. You're like, oh, dude. And no one wants to because I've read screenplays that read like a stage play. And you're like, that's not what this is. Or scenes every director I've worked with said, give me something to shoot, where the scene is just flat and 2 people sitting. That's Quentin Tarantino can do it with the interesting dialogue, with some
Small
interesting
building.
dialogue. And 2 characters sitting in the inner.
That's
The directors I work with.
a lawnmower.
What are we doing?
Lawn
This,
mower.
And plus the food.
Lawnmower.
Would be spoiled. It takes a long time to film it.
There's an old rule that you enter a scene as late as possible.
Yard.
And you leave it as
Tools.
early as possible. And you make sure that you hit the main point of that scene. And if you keep that in mind, that will also have to focus your dialogue.
Cut to the chase. What's going on? Less is always more. What I mean?
Close the door.
And I go,
Oh my God.
And you find, when you start working with, you caught the repetition in dialogue, and I didn't even see it. So you're saying the same thing here, and we don't need it. I'm like, oh my God, you're right. It is a big anti-repetition,
Go back
producer.
to that.
And I've never had that before. A producer would point out those specifics. I go, you're right. I've got this bad habit now of not even seeing. And so now I'm very cognizant of that when I work with him, and in general, that we only have so much time on the screen and so many pages. And if you don't
Please,
like
the
constraints,
words.
then write a novel. Read whatever you want.
like if you like the screenplay format,
Oh my God.
you have to have this dense kind of scenes with subtext, but not go on for 6-8 pages.
That goes.
Like you say, you start reading the script's overwritten. You just know everything's described.
Promote.
If the writer's so afraid to let go that their vision or their ideas
Where the white one?
come through on the page. Well, once they take that script and make it, yeah, but you want to, your imprint is the script. So, all these other little particulars.
Oh my God.
In listening to how real people talk, it doesn't mean you're transcribing it exactly. People don't talk like they're in a movie, but so there is a certain amount of dramatic license that you have to use. But you can write
The birds.
too cinematically, you can write too theatrically, too much like your characters are on stage, and that can come through on the page, and that can really hurt the script.
I mean, what I do
A large stone wall.
is I tend to be
Wall.
the hero.
Look.
In the first Sharknado, I didn't know I am.
There's a difference. There's a difference.
So that character was just me. What would I do if I
Is
were
in the middle of
this situation?
the bat.
Uh,
It's in the
and
middle
so
of
then I write as my ideal self. What would I like to say in that situation? What would I like to
the
do?
bat.
The grass. In everyday life, we all have these
Thank you,
moments
you
where
are.
somebody says something to us, and we just go,
Oh my God.
and we don't know what to say.
Because, like, I want to write, but it's so hard to write when I have to continuously write for the show. Because normally, if I could just write and take a break and come back to it, I wouldn't have to work so fast, and I could gather my thoughts. I could have more time to gather my thoughts if I wasn't recording it live.
Think about it as
Damn
you
it.
have a fight with your friend, and then you sit there in the shower.
Damn it.
You keep coming up. Oh, I should have said that. I should have said that line.
I want more time to gather my thoughts. Okay, this is something, I don't know if I should tell you this yet, because I'm at the point where I've developed a reveal that's going to happen, in which we learn that Chester has a non-disclosure agreement where he got arrested. He's not supposed to tell anybody about how to get into the weed farm. He's not supposed to bring anyone here, or he can get in trouble. And he got arrested before, and they have him in a position where he was already arrested for being inside of here. So that's why he's not afraid. And Donna's not going to be afraid because she knows that too. When Donna and Mel come in, and Matt and Mel are crazy, but Donna and Chester already know that they could get in legal trouble, but they're not in physical danger of getting hurt or killed or anything like that. But Matt and Mel might think there is physical danger. I don't know. Thank you. Thank you. There's going to be a reveal at some point where we find out that they have a non-disclosure agreement that they promise not to ever bring anyone here. I know.
And that's a problem, is in real life,
Don't walk ahead of the bridge. Okay, right.
Something that appears to be real dialogue. And that
Cut
is
to.
something so that it
Cut
sounds
to.
real. One of the ways to do that is to have characters misunderstand each other. Because bad dialogue is
Jake watches them with his night vision goggles.
in real life, we don't know what the character is saying. So if you say,
Jake, let me look. Jake, let me
"I'm
look.
sick of your job," we may hear, "I'm sick of you," and respond to that. We come up with our response sometimes before the
Give me. Give Jake.
Misunderstandings occur in
Give
real dialogue.
give me. Let me look.
I have a called Hard Evidence, which is only memorable because it was released on video after showing on USA Network a million times on the same day as a Julia Roberts movie called Something to Talk About. Both came out from Warner Brothers, and mine.
Hey, those are mine.
And
Hey,
no idea why.
that's mine.
Julia Roberts movie was-
Yeah, well, Matt's my
One thing that
boyfriend.
happens in that script,
Yeah.
It's about a guy who cheats on his wife, and while he's cheating on his wife, his mistress
well,
says she sells medical supplies.
Matt's
Actually, what she is
my
a drug dealer.
husband. I need to keep an eye on
In
him.
the course of the story, she asks him to carry the gun to their meet because she usually goes with her boss. And don't worry, my boss has been there a million times. Gun always stays in the pocket.
Donna,
They go to meet,
look
do
at
the
Jake.
exchange, and And the guy named me pulls out a bag and says, I'm
And
the DA, you're busted. And she says, shoot him. And he goes, shoot him? I can't shoot him.
Look.
And basically she says, just claiming he's with the DA, not real shooting. And so she eventually helps the husband shoot the guy. And then the husband
Donna.
goes home to his wife
Donna
and pretends
looks
like nothing happened.
suspicious.
And so he's not just covering up.
Donna looks
he's not covering up
suspicious.
the mistress.
Let's just stop right there.
Well,
Let's just stop right there. So we got from 31, 31, 32, and 33. 2 pages. Fine, 2 pages is fine. Oh my god. My mind is blown right now. I can't do anything else. I'm really stressing out. I'm really having a hard time. No one help me. It's super gay. I need to get communication with the blacklist to make sure they know what to look at, and they can investigate all they want, but they're not allowed to be illegal and give you fraudulent grace and not tell you why they're doing it. That they have to go to jail for that unless they can work with me.